Hi, I'm Peter Ryan. I'm Principal Analyst at Ryan Strategic Advisory. Now, we're a full-service market research and analysis house that concentrates on business process outsourcing and customer experience management based in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Now, one of the things that I get asked a lot about is how an organization, how a company can best service a consumer that is probably more intensely interested in having the best possible experience than they've ever had before. The reality is, it's not very straightforward, especially as consumer expectations are becoming more and more heightened. But this is, I think, one of the elements about why South Africa has really come to the forefront over the course of the past several years as a destination of choice for servicing end users via voice. The reality is that voice is not going away. As a channel, we are accustomed to picking up the telephone. We're accustomed to getting on the telephone and trying to find answers, trying to resolve issues that are facing us, whether it's trying to figure out a telephone bill, whether it's trying to ask a question about a bank account or an insurance policy, or even to figure out what's happening with a package we're expecting to be delivered. The reality is that South Africa has come to the fore so much over the course of recent past because of the skills around the agents. Now, the agent community in South Africa is truly one of the biggest strengths that this country has in its quiver. To my mind, having visited destinations all over the world, I'm immediately impressed with South Africans' agents in regards to the strong level of accent sympathy that they've got, servicing consumers in the United Kingdom, even servicing end users in the United States or Canada, even Australia. There's an immediate affinity in terms of the South African English language, but the South African accent as well when dealing in voice with consumers overseas. Another big question that we get asked about frequently around South Africa when it comes to voice delivery relates to the fact that the agents themselves are very much intensely accustomed to different cultures. And I think we can all agree cultural affinity is a big part of ensuring a great voice interaction. Something that struck me in my visits to South Africa over the years has been the fact that when I'm speaking with South African individuals in the community or in the contact center, they understand what's going on in the United Kingdom. They understand popular culture in the UK, as well as North America and certainly Australia, whether it's popular entertainment, whether it's sports, whether it's what's happening in business. South African agents are intensely curious, and they're satisfying that curiosity by finding out what's going on in the rest of the world. And this is coming through in voice interactions, and this is why the satisfaction levels of voice agents in South Africa when they deal with a customer in a key demand market is so strong. To my mind, there's been a lot of questions around general awareness when it comes to South Africa as a location of choice for servicing the English language world. And there's no question about it. Enterprises across industries are curious about what can be done out of South Africa from a voice standpoint. Arguably, it's perhaps not as well known as other longer serving voice-based offshore destinations, but it's becoming very much to the forefront. And that's due to the quality voice interactions that agents in South Africa are capable of delivering time and time again. Something that strikes me as well around this is the idea about South Africa and the extent to which it serves the purposes of industries on an individual basis. And this is very important. South African agents are capable of working to support consumers across a wide variety of vertical markets. When we consider what's happening in terms of organizations looking for an outsourcing provider or looking for a place in which they can house their contact center and understand exactly what needs to be done in terms of upskilling agents, giving them familiarity with supporting consumers or end users via voice, whether it's telecommunications, whether it's media, whether it's commerce, whether it's retail. It all comes down to the fact that the agents in South Africa are very dexterous. And with this in mind, this is why the outcomes have been so strong. South Africa as a voice destination has got a lot of great factors going for it. It's got a tremendous amount of strength, it's got a great legacy, Just look at some of the providers that are servicing consumers in the UK, in North America, and Australia from South Africa today. And look at the enterprises that are counting on their most valuable asset, their relationship with their end user, that's being supported from South Africa. Some of the biggest brands in the world. And this, I think, speaks to the testament of South Africa as a voice-based destination. It's been doing voice for many, many years. And based on the feedback that we're getting at Ryan Strategic Advisory, it's going to be servicing consumers via the voice channel for many years to come.